Hello guys, it's Bazza back again with the infamous, world famous, probably it will get a BAFTA award this show, Ask Bazza. Now, I'm going to start off with some channel news and some good news just in my personal life as well. So I'll start off with the channel news and I'll save the better news till last. So channel news, as you may have known, I've changed my channel name, and the reasoning for that is because I'm wanting to make this not a business, you know what I mean? It's never going to be something that I can solely just do and whatever, but I do commissions, so I want to ditch the old Immortal Uprising, which has got a bit of flack, I suppose, in the past, wrongfully maybe, rightfully in some people's opinion. We all know whose opinion. Yeah. So I'm trying to make a business as such. Just something on the sidelines, with my commissions and stuff like that. So for those who did get commissions off me, I'm, very proud and happy to do that for you, and I hope that you like my work. So again, if you want a commission doing, just leave a comment down below, or go over to the Chronicles of Bazza, my Facebook page. I'll leave a link to that in the description, and we can talk there, yeah. So, like I say, I'm trying to get rid of the Immortal Uprising. Now, the Immortal Uprising name came about because when I first started doing a YouTube channel over a year and a bit ago now, I was just Barry Young, and I didn't realise when I typed in my name that would actually be my name on YouTube. I mean, it is my name anyway, but I didn't realise that would be my name on YouTube. So, obviously, talking to various people, namely Nick from Middick Beer, told me how to change it. So, on a whim, I just changed it to Immortal Uprising Studio, just basically because I wanted something that sounded cool, And so I put Immortal Uprising, but then I thought I'll stick Studio on the end and, make it sound like really professional, like something. Not something that it's not, but like it's a, bloody corporation, something, you know what I mean? Like something from even though I'm like I just sit in my bedroom. It's not exactly like an office. I just sit in my bedroom and paint, So yeah, I thought I'd just scrap it because, like I say, it was just on a whim that I did it, and there was no real thinking behind it. And in some respects, there has been no real reason why I've changed it to the Soul Assassin, but I think it's easily recognisable, and it's basically just off one of my favourites, music groups. I mean, Cypress Hill is one of my favourite music groups, and they do collaborations or that type of thing with a DJ called the Soul Assassin, and that's basically where it's come from, and it sounds cool, and I like the artwork, hence that little picture that you see. That's what that is. So yeah, there's that. Now the next bit of news is, you all know I've got a daughter, 9-year-old. So me and my wife are going to have another one. well, 20-week scan. We went on Monday, so yesterday, or I'll just say Monday, depending on when you're watching this video, on Monday the 21st for our 20-week scan. So there's a bit of good news. I wonder who dislikes this video for me saying that. The man hasn't got a heart if he dislikes the video now. So yeah, so we're going to be parents. Well, I'm going to be a parent again. My wife's going to be a parent for the first time, and it's just it's all good. It's all good in the world now. It's all good in the world. So yeah, so that's like kind of another reason why I want my business to take off. You know, my commission to take off a bit more, get a bit more money in. I mean, I know at first I'm going to have to get a bit more commission money to bulk up stuff so I can pump it back in, and then obviously like I'll see profit and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to get this off and running. So yeah, that's what I'd like to get it up and running. I'm just in a bit of a daisy, guys, because that weed woman next door is going through a bin, rearranging a bin. Oh my god. I don't know what's going on. Let's have a little slab of this. Right, guys. So, anyway, I've been talking for 6 minutes about stuff. Right, let's crack on with Ask Bazaar. Also, I want to say as well, go check out Asylum Wargaming. Just go check them out, guys. They're like class. Yeah. So first question is from Scrag. It's a bit of a weird name, Matt. Cool, but yeah. He's put leg or breast, and he's on about chicken. I had to scroll down first to actually to get that bit. I thought it was a bit personal, isn't it? But I'd have to go leg. I like chicken legs. But if we were going to KFC, it'd be chicken wings. I love hot and spicy chicken wings. Yeah. So leg all the way. Even on your Sunday dinner, chicken leg. I love eating chicken skin as well. It's class. Oh my god, it's the best part about it. So yeah. Cheers, Scrag. That's a cool question. And again, guys, if you want to ask more questions, leave comments down below for the next one. I'll see if I can get 8 in a month. Joking. I'll do 1 a month. Jason Pryor, the main man, Jason Pryor. I hope you're doing okay, mate. Glad to see you bouncing back. You know. He's put, hi mate, if you could go anywhere in the world at any time in history, yeah, where would you go? There's a few. I think I'd like to go to just before World War. Well, whenever Hitler. Yeah, before World War II, is it? I think. Yeah, World War II maybe. To stop him, basically. Now, that's not to say, you know, if he wasn't alive, would it have still happened? Because, people have got their opinions. I personally think it still might have, because, I mean, you got bloody Stalin, he was absolute mental case. You've got whoever the Italian guy was, and he was on the German side, so it's just, is it inevitable that things are going to happen or stuff like that? I mean, take like modern day occurrences, you're going to get, I mean, of all the stuff with bloody Al-Qaeda, I mean, just because you kill the leader of Al-Qaeda doesn't mean you're going to stop it. You're just going to get another madman taking his place. So I think what we're doing at the moment is just containing it. You're not going to wipe it out. I don't care what anyone says. There's always going to be an army, isn't there? We were always going to have a British army. You're always going to have an American army. So you're always going to have Al-Qaeda. There's always going to be a madman. There's always going to be a madman. yeah, and again, I have my opinions on this, so but I won't say because I can't afford to lose any more subscribers. But I'm not in a group, so I'm not going to get kicked out. Right, yeah, so that's where I'd like to go, Jason. I'd like to go just before World War II started or whatever it was. I can't remember. Was he in World War I? I don't bloody know. I've got real world shit to deal with here. But yeah, that's what I'd like to do. But I'm quite interested as well in World War One and Two, so I should really have taken note. So yeah, Jason, I've answered that one for you, hopefully. Next one is from Snake Eye Gaming. He's put, what's the largest model you've ever painted? Also, have you ever made/painted any terrain? I often find large models/terrain quite difficult, even though in theory they should be easier to paint. Any tips or advice you could share? I have always done 40. Yeah, I've always done 40k stuff, and I've always done like infantry models. Or I've only just started to do tanks, like for my Sons of Neptune. So if you go back into the Sons of Neptune playlist, you'll see, one of my tanks there. But I think the largest model I've done to date could be. I'm looking at them now, I'm trying to see which one's bigger. But height wise, like from the table upwards, is my Tau XV9 twin linked burst cannon from Forge World. But I find painting larger models maybe a touch easier than painting tinier models or even terrain in this. I mean, if you look at a building, you don't have to. Or say you're doing like a building that's been blown up by a bomb. There's not a set way you've got to paint that. I mean, bloody hell, it's not like you throw a bomb into a house. It's not going to blow up the same way. If you know what I mean, if that makes sense, it's going to have different bits all over, so you can kind of be quite slapdash about how you go by it. And I think painting terrain, I mean, obviously the building is terrain, but like hills and stuff like that, that's the same way as well. Just stipple or get a larger brush than usual. I mean, let's see, the largest brush I have is this. I mean, it's really clean because I've never used it yet, but just bash it all on. I mean, you can't be wrong in what you do. I mean, a hill doesn't look like the next hill. So to get interesting effects, just experiment. You know what I mean? It's just. I'll try and message you, like try and go a bit more in depth it, but I hope that's kind of answered it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you've put there it should be easier to paint larger models, and in some respects, it is, yeah. Because you've got more room to experiment with textures and effects and all that type of gubbins and stuff like that. So I hope that kind of answers your question anyway. Next one is from Sivik, and he's put, do you have much or any Warhammer fantasy? No, I don't, and it's only by I subscribe to you and watch you do your chaos fantasy army that hopefully next month I'm going to be doing the exact same thing, because I've said before as well I want to branch out into like a different game system. And now I know it's still Games Workshop, but I've exclusively done 40k ever since I started the hobby, so I've never done that type of thing. So I think it'd be a nice change. And watching your Chaos army like unfold, over the, I think it was 8 videos or 11 videos, I can't remember now. It's really inspiring, and I got quite a lot out of it. So that's what I'm hoping to do next month by buying that getting started set. Money pending again, obviously. So the answer to that is no, I don't, but yes, hopefully I will be. The next one is from the wargammer Viking. Spud says, and he's put Vikings or Romans. No, I'd rather be a Viking than a Roman. And reason for that is Romans are very prim and proper, or so I envisage them to be, and how I see them anyway. They're very prim and proper, they follow rules. I mean, don't get me wrong, they conquered the world, but Vikings, there's just something about not giving a shit, not following rules. That's just, good. Plus, I know, once my beard grows back, I'll probably look like one. I mean, I won't have the luscious locks on my head, but, I think I'm the same stature as him anyway. I'm 6'6", 18 stone. I'll have a big beard. Not to be messed with. So yeah, definitely a Viking. So I'm with you there, Spud Tate. Vikings all the way. Right, last question here, guys, and it's a good one, I think anyway. Don't get me wrong, they've all been brilliant questions. Tom the Ascendant has put, which military vehicle would you rather be in charge of? A fighter jet, the Eurofighter, tank, the Challenger 2, or a submarine, Trident missile armed Vanguard class ballistic missile submarine. But that was a mouthful, wasn't it? What's going on here? Well, there we go. We'll wipe that one out straight away, because there's no way on God's green earth I'll be in that submarine on that walkie-talkie thing and going, hello, Captain, this is a Trident missile armed Vanguard class ballistic missile submarine. By the time I've said that, I've got friggin' 2 bloody, torpedoes up my arse. Plus I can't swim. So, yeah, submarine definitely not. And there's no way I'm going to be, in a tight hole with loads of seamen. Oh my God, there you go. My comedy genius is just, it's amazing. Fighter jet, no. I went to America, and just being on that plane, I mean, if it was socially acceptable, I would have screamed my head off from start to finish, going from Manchester Airport to New York Airport. I would have screamed my head off. Couldn't, oh my God, it's the most petrifying thing I think I've ever done in my life. I mean, I can't even walk over it on a pier without freaking out, because I can see the sea underneath, so it definitely would be the tank, and there's a few reasons. The tank, because I think I've said before, my granddad was in the Desert Rats in Africa in World War II, and he was a tank commander, so it just interests me, I did have quite a lot of his old tank gear. Nothing from the tank, no bombs or whatever, but the headphones that he had. Now, little daft story, when I went to art college, in my CD players back then, I couldn't find no headphones, so my granddad gave me the tank headphones that went over, obviously big massive things like this, and it had volumes on the side. Oh my God, it was quality. the bass on it was immense. So yeah, I look like a tit, but couldn't beat this for the sound. So yeah, so that'd be one reason. Another reason is I watched ages ago now Fury, that tank film, you know, but with what's he called, Brad Pitt, and I just like the idea of, you know, that was their home basically. I think in the film he was like, oh, I'm not leaving my home. This is where I live. This is where I belong. You know, I kinda like being loyal to, you know, to something. You know, it's just, and having that camaraderie with, you know, as the people who share that living space. You know, it's just nice to have people who don't stab you in the back. For those I'm talking to you, people who know that. I'm having a little little jabs at people here now, but they probably know what I'm on about. You know, people who won't stab you in the back, people who, you know, actually are your true friends. And it's quite nice to say that I know, you know, a few years, well, most years, hopefully, all of you have subscribed to me, you know, I can kind of call my friends. Yeah, it's nice to see you haven't deserted, haven't jumped ship, haven't jumped out of the tank yet, you know. So yeah, so there we go. That's what I would rather be in charge of, the tank. Having said that, I wouldn't be in charge of anyone. I think everyone should just be, you know, free reign, do what you want. I wouldn't tell nobody what to do. No one should tell you what to do or try and control you, etc. etc. So there you go. Right, guys, that was quite a long episode of Ask Bazza. I think I've waffled on for quite a long time. Bloody hell, 22 minutes. Oh my God, never talked so long in all my life. Yeah, so again, guys, I'd just like to thank you all for sticking by me with the channel. It means a lot. If you wanna like a video, please like a video, share it with your friends. First time subscribing, please subscribe. If you want to hear, you know, an old man, I'm only 31, it's not old that, bloody hell. Yeah, if you want to hear a silly lad, you know, talk maybe brutal honesty, you know, have a laugh with me, you know, just want to see some cool videos, or hopefully you think they're cool anyway, some this is a channel for you really. And those who don't want to, those who want to dislike, you just, and again, they probably know I'm talking away. Just, he's a sad, absolute sad. But you know, I encourage you to do it, I suppose, because there's no such thing as bad publicity. Just have a little swig of my man juice. Oh, that sounded wrong. Not man juice. Juice from my man cup. That sounded even worse. Oh, shut up, Baz. Oh my God, right. Right. Yeah. See you all later. Have a good one from the Solar Assassin. Boo!